Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another live video, right? Um, Fingers crossed the microphone is working on this video. If not, I'm gonna keep going anyway. Um, yeah, so as you can see from the title, you're in a circle. I thought this might be a different, I thought I'd switch up a bit and do a different kind of topic. Um, Guys, I apologize for any background noises. We are snowed in at the moment. Thank you so much for the like. We're snowed in at the moment. There's a snowstorm going on in my town. So there's a lot of snow. Everyone in my house is super excited. You're gonna hear a lot of shit, a lot of screaming because this is how my house sounds on a day-to-day basis. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to speak loud over the noise so you guys can actually hear me. Ivy said, "Look who's popped up." Hi, God, just thank you so much. How are you? Um, yeah, so I thought this might be an interesting topic. I got bad news for you guys. My battery is low. My battery is on. Let me check. It's on 30%. I put a power saver on. I don't know if it's going to help with the live video, so I'm going to try and rush for this video so I can finish this topic. Um, there's no snow yet in London, thank God. You're so lucky. I know that it was announced on the news to be like in my region. But where I live, it wasn't stating that town was going to get snow. So I was surprised when it happened. But yeah, a lot of people are excited in my house because they know that school will be closed and stuff like that. So everyone's excited. You know what it's like in the UK. A little bit of snow, they close everything. The roads are pretty dangerous as well, to be honest. So it's just suddenly happened this evening. So there's been no preparation, no grit on the roads or anything. So everyone's just trying to battle through. I hope you said for you. I gotta stay. I'm staying in. Um, I'm just worried about food though, because all I think about is food. I need to stop doing that. It's so bad. Greed. Um, yeah, so with this topic, I thought it might be interesting. I've been making notes on it today because I knew I wanted to do this video. Um, and I do know what to title it. I just put you in a circle. Um, what people don't realize is the people that are in your surroundings do affect you, whether it's negatively or positively. I can't speak. So what what I've noticed, this is really weird. This is my own theory. I've noticed that your life does become like the people around you. So if someone drops out of school, there's a high chance that you would drop out of school as well. Hi Angelina, how are you? Yeah, there's a high chance that you can see with some people if they're behind you in life. When I say behind you, I mean in terms of if they're on the same path as you, but they're just slightly behind you, they haven't achieved what you've achieved yet. Their life can have the outcome that yours has, right? Thank you so much for the like, guys. Yeah, so this is gonna be very random. So I've been making notes um to understand what it is that I like and don't like. I've noticed that I like people that have ambition, right? I like to be around people that are working on themselves or working on goals because I believe that we should keep moving in life. We shouldn't stay stagnant. Let me just throw in this little quote that I put in as well, where your mind goes, your body follows. I've heard this quote many times, especially through my church. If you have a negative mindset, there's a lot of people, especially on my channel. I don't mean to call you guys out. There's a lot of people that do come on my channel that are very negative. Guys, I allow you all to be yourselves. I don't have an issue with you being negative, but what I mean is, if you've got that negative mindset, you're gonna struggle with moving forward in life. Is what I'm trying to get at. So, if you wanna, um thank you so much for the likes. If you want to achieve great things in life, but you feel like this world is not it for you, you're gonna stay complaining. You're not gonna look for opportunities in life. You're just gonna be looking for all the obstacles, and you're just gonna be a nuisance around. Towards people around you, you're gonna be that negative energy around everyone that's trying to stay focused and achieve their goals. You're just gonna be like, oh, um, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't feel good. This is not great, and people are gonna feel they're gonna pull away from you. Basically, if there's someone that's ambitious, they're not gonna want to be around you much. I mean, there's only so much things you can do to pull people up, but if they keep pulling you back down, if they're feeling negative, you're gonna have to just cut ties and move forward. right? Otherwise, you're going to spend your whole life trying to lift them up. Especially people that are helpers, that people that like to help people think positive. You're going to feel drained and trying to help those people. There's a lot of people that are draining people. There's a lot of dead weight. Not the obvious people. There's also people that are achieving things in life, but they can still be dead weight to you. Um, they can, they could be energy drainer. They could be trying to suck on your energy to get um to become successful basically. So some people, they will complain around you just so they can be lifted up, right? There's a lot of people like that as well. There's I would say there's 98% of people that are like that. Um that are achieving things in life. You see them, they're doing stuff, but when you're around them, they complain a lot. Thank you so much for the likes. All they do is complain, right? It could be something small as, oh, the bus was late, or they're complaining about someone not um achieving what they're meant to do. Like, just basically people that just always complain, they're the energy drainers. It could be something as small as, I mean, I've been around people that are complaining about people not following through with what they said they was going to do, right? If someone doesn't follow through with what they said they was going to do, you talk to them, you don't talk to me about it. um so there's a lot of energy drainers, a lot of people that are like a car crash waiting to happen, and they just what you speak is very important. If you're always talking about sin or talking about your sins, that isn't a good thing. And I'm calling myself out because there's been times that I've spoken to people about my sins. Thank you so much, Eli. And I'm draining people by doing that, and it's encouraging that behavior. So be careful what you're speaking out. Um, Speak blessings, speak positivity around people, because you want people, what you say influences other people. If you think that people ain't being influenced, um, it's a lie. They're being influenced by what you're saying. Um, so speak positivity. AP said you have to be mentally strong and be your own leader. Yes, leader, it stands out to me. I feel like I have to be my own leader sometimes, because sometimes you need a leader in a group, someone that is setting that standard for the people. Hi, Gratos. Is it one SKKAI Nova? Hi, Luke. How are you? Positive vibes. Yes, yes, Luke. Positive vibes. 1 second, trying to get through these comments. I'll start job tomorrow, 9 a.m. Friday. That's amazing. Good luck for tomorrow. My new boss. Oh, that's not quite good. That he's referring to people like that. Hi, Alex. How you doing? Hi, Joanna. How you doing? Hi, Prince. Okay. ONKWO. You were speaking, think positive. It's the only way. Yep. Or I thought you said you then. Yep. Always speak and think positive. It's the only way. Yeah, that's the best way to be. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. I'm on 11% now, so I gotta skyrocket through this live video because my phone battery dies really quickly now. 8 likes is amazing. Tanya, how's you? More importantly, I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Hi there. What's this stream about? It's about your inner circle. Hi Lee, how you doing? One love. Um, yeah. So, yeah. As I was saying, I like to be around people that have got ambition. I wouldn't say my inner circle is full of people that have ambition. I'm not going to say that because obviously I don't really have like a set circle of friends or family. It's just I just talk to different people on a regular basis. If that makes sense. So I wouldn't say that the people that are around me are pushing me forward in life. No, I have to be that person that does it for me. I have to be that person that sets goals. I'm the only person in my surroundings, and when I say in my surroundings, not just in my home environment, people that I talk to on the phone. I'm the only person that sets goals for myself. A lot of people don't believe in doing that. So sometimes you have to be the only person motivating yourself. Thank you so much for the like. I'm on live video. I'm on live. 1 second, guys. Second, guys. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. I got interrupted. One sec. Sorry about that, guys. I got interrupted, and I was worried because my battery is running low. So I'm still on 11%. Guys, I'll read the comments in a bit. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah. So, I was saying that I wouldn't say I've got like a circle around me where people are pushing me to go forward. But I'm that person that has to motivate myself, which is very hard sometimes. I have to be the person that sets goals. Sometimes be careful of people that distract you. If you are someone like myself that wants to achieve great things and you feel like people around you are very disruptive, or they just want to hang out all the time and they're not helping you to achieve your goals, or they don't consider the fact that you are busy, and then when you do meet up with them they don't respect that you want to get stuff done at the same time, they start complaining. Be careful of that. Like you said, I'm allergic to negative energy. uh like I said, I wish I was Tanya. You really don't. It might. It actually might not like women, bro. Shut my head. Who are we talking about? Not gonna lie. Lazy Bloxy said, not gonna lie, I always feel like that extra friend that nobody really needs. Do you have any tips? Um, I feel like people repel from people when you're very needy or you feel like you need to be around people, especially if you are someone that's lonely. People don't like when you need them. Um, so I don't know, I always felt like that extra friend that nobody really needs. Um, People tend to have their own lives. Again, people are opposites. So if you want friends, then you don't get friends. If you really want to be around people, people suddenly don't want to be around you. It's human beings are so weird. They never give you what you want. I don't know why people have to be like that. Luke's got the Jamaican flag and the UK flag in the building. Thanks for that. AP said I'm allergic to negative energy and people I spend zero time around. Um, you know, allergic to negative energy and people I spend around. Basically, what you're saying is you don't really want to spend time with negative energy. I get that. You can't. It's very draining. I understand that people do have their bad days and they need someone to listen to. I'm always that person to listen to people, but when it comes to achieving my goals, I can't be around those kind of energies. Um, yeah, so I was thinking about, you know, my circle of friends, and as I said, similar to somebody else in the chat, I'm the only person that's always that one that's working on myself. If people are working on themselves, just beware of these. People do work on themselves, but they won't always tell you or share with you because they don't want you to elevate. So if they don't want you to achieve great things, they're not going to share that with you. It depends what people want for you. Like I have someone in my life, we used to be close at one stage. It's a male actually. He would always like tell me I need to do this, I need to do that. Like he wanted the best for me. I wouldn't say he was the best person in my life, but he would tell me like what I need to work on. So when people want what's best for you, they will share things with you. But there's a lot of people that will see you doing wrong in life and they won't tell you. If you are in sin, a lot of people won't tell you that you need to stop doing that sin. They won't tell you. They will watch you struggle. Um, it's like if someone's drinking or smoking, if you're not telling them to lay back on that, like it's if it's someone you love, if you're not telling them that and you're watching them struggle, you're their enemy. If you're a needy person, you will be seen as having low self-esteem. Just some advice, yes. Um, but also to balance that out though, AP, some people want to feel included. So if you're in a circle of people, some people deliberately make people feel like they're not part of the group, which will make people try and chase them more. Do you get it? So it depends on the scenario. So when that happens, which is so sad when people do that, this is why I like making sure everyone's included in the chat in on these live videos, because it's not nice to feel excluded in any way. Um, but when people exclude you, that makes you chase them more. It's a bit like when you said rejection. Oh my gosh, you said something before that rejection makes people chase or something. I can't remember what you said, but it's something along those lines. Yeah, so I made some notes on myself. I put that I love seeing people achieve their goals and level up in life. I love seeing that because it means that it motivates me to do the same. Also, if you're someone that doesn't have it in like an actual circle where people are cheering you on, just do it without them. If you're asking people to do stuff with you and they won't, just do it regardless. I think that's really good advice. It's not my advice. I saw it online. Um, I've also made notes that it's better to have a social circle that values growth over staying stagnant. So a lot of people like to stay stuck in the past. A lot of people like to stay complaining. If you're someone that doesn't like that and you want to be around people that are growing, try and surround yourself with people that love to grow and love to achieve things. Just take 5 minutes to make a note of the people in your current season that are actually motivating you, right, or telling you where you're going wrong in life. Make a note of those people and start working on those things that you need to work on. Ah, that was it, AP. Rejection breeds obsession. Literally, it actually does. It actually does. Um, so I took a moment to think about the ambitious friends in my life, right? And it was very interesting. Like, even if it's not friends, even if it's just people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis or people that I talk to online, I made a note and I realized that the people that I was like impressed with were the people that were learning something new or people that were going for new goals. Um, I'm not in Hollywood. I'm in the UK, Benjamin. um yeah, I was very like drawn to people that are working on stuff, and I figured out that um in order for me to keep those friends in my life, I need to keep learning in life, guys. If you notice, when people lose friends or people leave your life, it's because your lives are no longer connected. In terms of, if you are someone that is going to school, another person works, right, and they don't resonate with someone going to school, for example, you'll drift apart, you'll go your separate ways. So when you see yourself pulling away from certain friends, it may be because you're changing as a person, and what drew you to those people in the first place is now changing. So you probably don't value those things as much anymore. If you're someone that likes partying and then suddenly you don't want to party anymore, you're going to naturally want to change your circle of friends without realizing it. You're not going to have much in common to talk about. You're going to want to find people that stay at home more or people that go to coffee shops or whatever. You guys get the drift, right? So yeah, I was thinking about like my friends, and I realized that I was more drawn to people that kept learning. I can't really say people that set goals because I don't know if any people around me set goals in terms of like social circle. I mean, people do things in private. People ain't gonna always tell you what they're doing behind closed doors. They could be setting goals and you know nothing about it. um Yes, AP, yes, you're probably going down different paths. That's actually true. So I think what that led me to do was to set some goals in my life. And you guys already know that I've got a vision board, right? But I also made a note on the things that I want to focus on now until whenever, right? Let me just look at my notes, guys. Yeah, so I put on my notes, focus on my next step. So it's always about yourself, right? So you have to think about where you want to go, right? Where do you want to go next? Let me check my battery life. I'm on 9%. You see my battery dies quick. Hi, Shelly Mears. How are you? Um, Guys, I need to make this little side comment. I was making notes and I was talking about people that have ambition and then the friends that pull you into sin, right? If you're someone that's trying to walk on a narrow path, be very mindful. Thank you for the likes, guys. Be very mindful of people that are pulling you towards sin, or they're boasting about their sin, or they're always talking about the sin. I have someone in particular that keeps always, sorry guys, I'm burping, that they're very young, so I'm not going to criticize them now because they're still young, but the conversation is always around drinking, smoking, trashing their life, and I'm just like, I'm not about this, right? I'm trying to level up here, so I don't really want to hear about that. And there's a lot of people that have been wanting to do phone calls with me this month and last month. I've said no. No phone calls, guys. I'm only doing phone calls if I'm out and about and I'm walking to the shops. But other than that, no phone calls. I have nothing to talk about at the moment because I've got so many things to do this month. I don't have the time, right? They pull you into sin. That's not a friendship, man. It's not always like pulling you into sin like deliberately, but if they're talking about sin to you, it's gonna corrupt your mind as well. So if I spoke to you guys and I was like, oh guys, guess what? I went out, I got drunk last night. It's gonna encourage that behavior in somebody on this life. It's gonna influence people because I'm boasting about it. I'm talking about my lifestyle and talking about your lifestyle has an impact. If someone's talking to me about eating healthy on the phone, I'm gonna want to start eating healthy. It's like yeah, it's kind of like that kind of influence, if that makes sense. Um, so just reading my notes, guys. Guys, give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I need to look in the mirror because I didn't even look in the mirror before I did this live video, and I feel so paranoid. I'm like, do I look okay? Because my battery's low, I can't even see what I look like on camera properly. Yeah, so I just need to do a quick mirror check, but I'm fine. I'm good, right? Because usually before I do live, I like to look in the mirror to know that I look okay on camera. And I just realised I've just done a 21-minute video, and I'm only now checking to see how I look. Right. So now I can focus, and now I can breathe. Right. So back to what I was talking about, like, so people who pull you into sin, be careful of your friends and what kind of influence people are having on around you. It depends what you want to achieve in life. If you want to achieve great success, you might have to analyze what kind of people are in your energy field, right? I think I should just be fine. Oh my gosh, stop laughing. That's so funny. That's actually funny. Thanks for calling me gorgeous. You're actually funny. I don't feel gorgeous. That's why I put these glasses on to hide my face a little bit. I really don't feel gorgeous, but thank you so much. It's because of lack of sleep. I look like trash. Um, yeah, so focusing on my next step. Um, also, I'm reading my notes, not in the right order, so whatever I'm saying is probably not making any sense. Um, Right, let me just read everything from top to bottom. Maybe that will be better. I put down the friends that I've got in my circle that either going to college to learn something or they're studying the Bible. Right, so guys, if you know anything about me, I'm currently trying to get through the whole Bible. Um, get friends that cheer for you, that cheer for your success. So, um, I'm one of those friends that if my friend achieves something great, I want to celebrate with them. And obviously, I don't have friends like that, but I am that person that still cheers you on anyway. So it's nice to have people that cheer on your success. They're very rare to find. I'm not just saying that because I've got that trait, but I know it's very rare to find. Um, good alike minds think alike. Yes, that's actually true. That is actually a true phrase. It's a beautiful phrase actually. Especially it's actually a compliment if someone says that to you. Let me go through this. The friend that's always stuck. Hi Mud, how are you? The governor. The friend that's always stuck can actually be a negative in your life. So if they're always stuck, there can be a need to drain out or there can be a negative influence. Right. So people that are stuck tend to get bored very easily. Not always, but they may not be beneficial to your life. This video is not about cutting people off. I'm not telling people to cut people off because obviously you're gonna have different kind of people in your energy field. You can't just have all A-star people around you. It's impossible. I mean, it depends how extreme you want to be. But I don't believe in trying to have all perfect people around you because you've got to be beneficial to somebody. You might be that helper to somebody, someone that drags somebody up out of the mud. Excuse the pun, someone's name is called Mud on here. So out of the mud. Stuck. How though? Any examples? Um Oh, for me personally, I feel like someone that's stuck is someone that keeps saying they're going to do something, they don't do it. And I am that person. There's times when I can be like that, when I keep saying guys, you always hear me saying I'm going to work on my sleep pattern, I'm going to work on my sleep pattern. I never ever achieve that. Um, so you get some people that are just stuck, they're not productive, they're just basically idle around you. They need to find something to do, but they're just stuck. They're just always free to talk. I don't know. The right person you mean? Yeah, kind of. And there's a lot of people that can be stuck. People that are stuck in addictions, they're stuck. Um, they haven't healed. They haven't moved past a lot of things. Stuck. I'm gonna leave the idea stuck friend in your guys' interpretation. It's gonna look different for different people, I think. But from my interpretation, I feel like the person that's stuck is someone that wants to take up all your time, and then when you check it out, you haven't achieved what you need to achieve. Basically, someone that's not on your wavelength, someone that's not on your level. They don't want to be successful, so they're trying to keep you stuck. um I've got compassion for that kind of person sometimes. That's really sweet, actually, AP. That's really sweet. Let me check my battery low. I'm on 6%, guys. You see what I mean? My phone dies so quick. I should have charged it before I came on here, but it takes so long to charge as well. um yeah, so what I did, guys, I set some goals on what I want to focus on next. So if you are someone that wants to achieve stuff, keep setting goals, I would say. Um, I'm going to read through some of my goals. So, guys, I want to start working out at home. I want to do that again. Um, I want to look for a job. I've been saying this for the longest of time. I want to sort out my room, declutter, clean it, and stuff like that. I want to save my money. Um, I need to do something before January, guys. It's a big deadline. Uh, I want to be more present in my prayers and keep talking to God. I want to keep working hard. Um, I'm not judgmental, but if they are a barrier into my life, it's goodbye. I'm just being honest. Okay, you know what, AP, is that works for you, and I feel like you should always stick by what works for you. Because if you keep that person around and you know that it doesn't benefit you, you're probably going to get really frustrated with them. You're probably going to take it out on them. I'm not saying that you're that kind of person, but you might get to the point where you will get frustrated with them. I'm not saying that you are that kind of person, but you never know, right? When someone's annoyed, you don't know how they're going to react. Um, and also one of my last goals, guys, I want to get back into studying. So I want to practice my Spanish. I want to read the Bible, study it. I want to learn how to get these gel polish off my nail. If anyone knows about gel polish, like tell me how to remove these nails off my fingers because I do my head in. Look, it's gel polish. I don't know what she put on my nails. Hi Marshall. Also, I want to study finance slash business. I feel like that's so important. It hurts my brain though, maths does. I want to study that and I want to learn the language and I want to listen to the Bible in Spanish on an audio book. Guys, I've been um listening to the Book of Judges on an audio book and it was amazing. I didn't listen to all of it because it got to Samson and I paused it. I was like, right, I don't want to hear Samson on audio book. I want to read it for myself. So I don't get a chance to listen to all of it. But if you're someone that is interested in getting through the Bible, maybe an audio book could be beneficial for you and could get you through the book much quicker. Help me to understand it a bit better as well. But I mean, um, maybe because I listened to the parts I already read, so it was um reinforcing what I already read. If that makes sense. I don't want benefits, just don't bring your problems into my life on a regular basis. That's actually funny, AP. No wonder you're single, AP. You don't want to deal with that crap. I feel like a lot of women tend to bring problems towards men all the time. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Guys, my battery is on 6%. I'm gonna keep it very short. Oh, thank you, AP. AP, thank you so much for saying be respectful to the Queen. That's really sweet and it made me laugh. Yeah, so to summarize this video, guys, I feel like take a moment to think about like what kind of circle of friends do you want around you. I'm not telling you to cut people off, but what kind of people do you want around you, and are those people um uplifting you or they're draining you? This is very beneficial if you want to level up in life. When you level up in life, um if you're someone that smokes and you want to stop smoking, you might have to change your circle. You might have to think about being around people that put the health first. So think about the traits of the people that you want to become like, right? If you're someone, you can only know this when you write down your goals. If you're someone that wants to be healthy, you start looking towards opportunities of collaborating with people that Do prioritize the health. Phone is on 5% now and it's killing my battery. Guys, I'm gonna have to end this. So guys, when my phone goes to like 5%, it makes the screen dark, so I can't see. I have to just turn the battery up a bit, but it means that I do need to get going now though, because it's gonna kill my battery. Um, yeah, so pay attention to what it is, the person that you want to become. I've learned now the person I want to become is the person I want to become brand new in Christ. I don't want to be me anymore. I want to get rid of like a lot of things about myself and become aligned with God. But if you are someone that's not on that journey, you want to become a different person, you want to become a brand new person, look at your circle, look at the people that you might need to connect with to learn their good habits, right? AP guys, I don't like being single, but it's peaceful. It's very peaceful. It's actually really peaceful. But I do believe that you can have a peaceful relationship as well if you meet a certain type of partner. Some people just want peace, right? They don't want drama. They don't want arguments. They don't want fights. They just want to be able to talk things out. I know there's a couple. I mean, when I say couple, a part two people, right, in a relationship. I know that it is possible for two people to be in a relationship and never argued in their life. Because some people just don't argue and they don't argue and they get together and they don't argue with each other either. They don't do it. There's no point, just talk things out. Yeah, but I'm gonna wrap this video up now. My phone is still on 5%. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Yeah, pay attention to the friends that you have around you. Um, where do you see your life in 5 years? Where do you see your life tomorrow? It sounds weird. What you can create your day tomorrow, like set the tone for your day. Um, where do you want to see how do you want your week to look like? Where do you want to see your life by the end of this month? Um, guys, we're not getting any younger and we can die tomorrow is what I'm trying to say. Hi Casey Johnson. We can die tomorrow. So you gotta use this time wisely. For me personally, thinking about death, I want to get into heaven. So for me, prioritizing God is the most important thing. Growing spiritually is more important to me than growing with people on earth, right? Mud said, "Can I visit you?" Of course. AP said, "No, you have to argue sometimes." AP said, "You have to argue sometimes." AP likes a bit of like spice in the relationship. Everyone here should be definitely getting closer to the Most High. Yes, amen to that. Everyone should. I love God so much, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on here. I actually do. But I feel like He loves me more, right? I feel like He loves me more than I love Him, right? Because His love is greater. He's the one that knows how to love more than anybody else on this earth. In order for us to know how to love, we have to get closer to Him. And put on a side note, having friends that are pulling you closer to God and studying the Bible with you is a bonus. I don't even have that. I have to study on my own. But guys, Saturday I'm going to be doing a Bible study on Gideon. Is that how you say his name? Gideon. Gideon in the Book of Judges. I still need to write. I need to study it actually. I still need to study it, guys. I need to sit down with a pen and paper and make notes on it. But guys, I appreciate you all. Hopefully, hopefully a new person might be joining on the Bible study on Saturday. Hopefully, if I can get the right time zone from them and go on live for them to join. Hopefully, um, why don't you connect with other spiritual people online? I don't know if I'm allowed to comment on this, but I don't really have anyone that I talk to on a day-to-day basis that believes in God. Because people that are very spiritual, they're always too busy. Um, I'm a different kind of spiritual person. I'm someone that kind of gets along with sinners as well. So that can kind of be a rift between me and spiritual people. The way I'm on here, how I just blend in with all you guys and get on with everybody regardless of their faiths. That's the kind of person I am. But spiritual people tend to be very much all eyes on God, right? It's always God or nothing. They're very fixated on that. So they expect people to follow suit, right? So because I'm very chilled, I'm very laid back, I don't really match that vibe, right? Just being honest, right? I'm not going to be here pretending to be something I'm not, right? This is me, right? Yeah. I should definitely talk more about that on another video, but I do need to go, guys. This is like the shortest live video I've ever done for a while, 34 minutes. You guys know I'm always on here for 1 hour. But yeah, I do post things online and then communicate with spiritual people that way. But in terms of like connecting, with spiritual people. We all have different views. I don't know why. So what they may agree with, I don't agree with. We're not always on the same page. But I still love them. I just don't speak to them on a regular basis, right? Oh, thank you so much for saying that, AP. I'm going to try and go on live again tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully. I'm not going to promise anything. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I might try and go on live again. Hi, football, L-A-L-L-Y. It's L-Y, yeah? I don't know. How are you doing? Right, so guys, I'm going to end this live video here now. I do appreciate you all. Pay attention to what... it's not about cutting off people, guys. It's about if you want to achieve something in life, what people can you connect with to achieve that? And there's a lot of people that I speak to that are spiritual or people that are interested in the Bible, but we don't connect based on it. We don't sit down and read the Bible together. People are not really collaborating. And as I said, remember I said to you guys, 98% of people, right, are the people that are achieving things, but are also dead weight. They're also energy drainers. Guys, it's not a joke. A lot of people, if you look at how people are today, right? For example, let me pick an example. Say if you wanted to study the Bible, right? And I've got your number and I read the Bible, why are we not calling each other and discussing the Bible together? Right? There's a lot of people, they don't do anything with you, right? And they can. There's lots of things they got in common, but they're not doing it, right? If you are someone that likes healthy eating, why are you not cooking dishes together or sharing each other your favorite dish or giving each other tips? People are dead weight even online. People would rather just sit down and talk about nonsense than actually talking about something that's going to elevate your life. Do you get my point? Thank you so much for like. I got 12 likes. Um, you got the first one right. Football, Ellie. I don't know how to say the last bit. Hi, I can't say your name. Oh, you're my dad. That's nice to know. Uzer. That's nice to know. Yeah, so I love your live streams. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I hope this point comes across well. Once you set your goals, once you know what it is that you want to achieve, you can kind of see which people are going to be elevating your life. There's a lot of people that are not even like, they're just there. They're just there. They are just there. Ivy goes, hope your dad shake my head, what is going on? Number one, my dad will not even be on here, but yeah, it's your own. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Um, Ellie. Hi, Chris, how are you? My phone battery is on 4% still. Right, guys, I think I've got the point across, right? So, for example, if you're watching my videos, there should be something in my videos that are helping you in some type of way, right? If you want to get closer to God, okay, watching my videos, for example, watching some of my videos that talk about God, they're going to be beneficial. If you're someone that doesn't want to know God, I don't know if my channel will help you or not, but videos like this may help you because you could like pull the information apart about finding friends or a social circle that elevates you in some type of way. Um, yeah, so remember we are social beings, so the people we surround ourselves with either elevates us or drags us back down, right? If you don't believe me, guys, right, if you don't believe me, put yourself in a negative environment and watch your confidence and everything drop. Your motivation will start to slow down, right? But when you're in places that you want to be, say you get really hyped, right? Trying to think, have I covered everything? I think I have. I feel like I could talk more about this topic though. But yeah, as I said, 98% of people, right? It's a high percentage. A lot of people are just dead weight. They are just dead weight. Thank you for saying like and subscribe. That's really sweet. They are dead weight. They are just there. Think of the people that are just on social media. What are they actually talking about on a day-to-day basis? Are they talking about things you can learn from each other, how to elevate each other's lives? A lot of people aren't. It's hard to connect with people online when it comes to achieving goals. But I do believe there is some people out there that are having productive conversations, having very high productive conversations about the future and talk about the next steps, talk about how to build a business, talk about how to achieve this and that, right? Use your time wisely because one day we're not going to be here, right? You know, so what kind of conversations do you want to have, right? You'd be surprised if you prioritize that. So if you wanted to go places in life, imagine the people you'd connect with, right? You could be in this environment right now, and then you could just have one conversation, connect with the right people, and then it just ripples on. And then before you know it, you're traveling to a different location, you're achieving great success. Guys, bear with me. Thank you for saying that's really well said. Guys, I do need to go now because I'm getting interrupted. But I appreciate you all for being here. Yeah, it's the thought for the mind. Like, for example, if I connected with somebody in like on this live chat, and then before you know it, I'm flying to the US and I'm going places, and my whole life's changed. I'm in a completely different career field. Because when you start prioritizing the people that you need to connect with, can you imagine how your life can actually change, or your thought process can change? Like I said, where your mind goes, your body follows. Negative energy, people that have negative energy are people that are going to just give up, and they don't realize how much control they have over their mind, right? If you focus on negative energy, how the hell is your life going to become unstuck? If you think positive, you think that you can achieve things, you take your habits start to change. You start eating healthy, you start sleeping better, you start connecting with the right people. I know I'm making it sound so quick and easy, but obviously some things take longer for some people, but you keep going, you don't give up. Right, guys, I'm gonna end this video here now because I'm being interrupted and there's a lot of background noise. I do appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much for everyone that's commented on here, guys. I do need to bounce. Thank you so much for the likes, and I'll catch you all in the next live video. Appreciate you all. Take care. I'm going to do a quick countdown, okay? And I do apologize for any background noise. You take care too as well, AP. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you guys.